G'day folks, well I am maybe 1 to 2 hours out of unboxing this and I'm already jumping straight into Aeon Trespass Odyssey, and I remembered that when I first pre-ordered this I had started to 3D print some components to pimp it out. So you can see here I've got some nice token organizers already printed and ready to go. Here are some more token organizers. Here are some more token organizers. I'm drawing upon some older counter storage 3D prints for some other tokens. Here is one of two terrain holders that I printed off. The other one is just in front of me here. So I've started placing terrain in these terrain holders. So that's all the terrain from the base game in those two holders. And I've got these card holders. I don't know what card should be going where. That's a really weird shaped one. I have no idea what's going to go in there, but anyway, maybe that's for the dice. Anyway, then I believe technically this may be a monster kind of card holder. The idea is you put your monster AI and health points in here and other status modifiers, but for now I'm just using it to hold cards that will be used during the tutorial campaign. Likewise with this one, it'll hold some kind of cards, but just using as a placeholder. These are condition cards, so frenzy, time locked, dread, things like that. They're just being held in there for now. Another card holder. This seemed to fit the technology cards that will be used in the tutorial scenarios. There are, I think, 6 stages of the learning tutorial kind of run through. These are the, of course, trauma cards. I've removed for the learning scenario. You take some of those out. I've got another little bowl ready for some other stuff. There's another technology card sitting up there, and then I printed off a heaps of these. So these are map grid holders. So here are the map cards. So basically, as we explore the map, and I haven't started yet, so there's nothing there, but we'll place the cards on here, and then we'll I'll put it the right way around. We'll gradually build the map out. These are, they just pop out, and I can print more and relocate them as needed. I mean, the map doesn't move. What I'm thinking more to the point is being able to remove this from my table if I need to save space. So I can just pop these out, stack them together, or pick them up as one big, I can pick this all up if I'm not holding the camera. I can pick this up as one big thing and like slide it under the table there. I also printed off, so here are the, where are they? They're here somewhere. The labyrinth tiles that come with the game. They're here anyway. Well, here's an awkwardly shaped one. Let's grab, come on, here's one, finally. Here's the labyrinth tiles that come with the game. Cardboard, and look, they look really good. And when I first pre-ordered, I thought I'm going to 3D print some labyrinth tiles. So I 3D printed these. But then these arrived, and look, they look really nice. I like the art. There's not much. I mean, I could paint these up, make them look a little bit nicer, but I think I may just go with the cardboard one. So I've got a couple of different shapes of these as well that I printed off, but I think I'll just go with the cardboard. They seem to look pretty cool and will do the job. So I do have those, but may not rely on them. Then, because there are so many cards, I've brought out one of my old card holders, so I'll probably use that for some other stuff as well. Oh, perfect thickness there, so that might be used. This is an old, I bought that for Mage Knight over a decade ago, back before I had the 3D printer. But I think the map grid holder will be most important. Lots of other little bits as well. So I've got some 3D printed columns. So these are alternatives to the tiles, but again, the tiles look really nice. So this will go on the battle board like so. But I may just throw some columns on there just to give it a bit of a pop out from the cardboard. And then the last little, there's a couple of other little bits and pieces, but I have printed off these things, and apparently these are used to track the primordials abilities based on their level, and you should just be able to. It's a bit rough in the print. That's the printer's fault, not well, my fault, and the printer's fault, not the actual design. But you should just be able to slide these up and down, and it I believe it hides the attributes of the monster that you're not using once you get to their card. So I've got a couple of those. I don't know why I printed so many, but I've got half a dozen or so of these sitting around. And then I printed off a ton of card dividers. So there's a Nemos, there's a Technologies card divider, a Projects card divider. I mean, I don't even know what these cards do yet, but I've been digging up all my printed things, and I've got some smaller card dividers as well. Yeah, which I can draw upon. So you're getting really excited about this. I've also started priming some of these miniatures for printing. So I've done, again, this is super fast. Straight out of the box, straight after the unboxing, I grabbed a heap of these undercoated black. All right, so a basic black undercoat. And I've just, so that's now dried. Undercoat doesn't take long to dry. And I've just done a quick dry brush with, it's like a white scars, I think white, because I'm going to be using speed paints because I suck at painting. So because, and I highly recommend this for anybody who either doesn't like the time investment often required in painting, or who is bad at painting like I am. So I'm trying to get the camera in a good position to show these. Speed paints are amazing. They make a bad painter, like myself, look like a half decent painter, or at least they give a bit of nice color. So black undercoat, just with spray undercoat, and then a very rough, doesn't need to look good, don't worry too much about it, a very rough, but heavy, quite a heavy dry brush over the top. You can see that it's almost sort of white, grey all over, but it'll keep a lot of the dark sort of shadows and through the cracks here. And then the idea is I'll use my speed paints to just sort of, well, just splash paint all over, and where it's already quite shaded here. I mean, these are really nice minis, but they're almost inks will sink into the shadows, become quite dark, whereas the more bolder areas will become, where it's already sort of white, will become quite light. And that's how I like to paint, because it's speedy, as the name of speed paint suggests, and it ends up looking half decent. I'm sure professional painters are shaking their heads. The friend who gave me all these speed paints is a very good painter, and I think he looks down upon speed painting as an inferior form of painting, which, I mean, to be fair, it probably is. It makes bad painters like me look like we have some semblance of skill. So I've started just with the, I've got 4. So there's, that's the Argos. Here are 2 of my Argonauts. This is the first primordial, and here are the other 2. So these will be the first 4 Argonauts that are used in the campaign. They are the Dream Walker Titans. Apologies. These are the Titans. Here are the Argonauts. These are the starting characters. This is who we are, or visual representations of us. And we dream walk through the Titans on the Argos. So this is not to scale, because this big, basically the starting story is that this big, what's it called? Herak something or other. I've got these cards. It is a hecaton. This giant hecaton has jumped on our ship, and we have led it into a trap where we are about to confront it. All right, folks. Thank you for watching. There will be more to come. Take care. Bye for now.